Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Sean coming at you from high level. So the voice AI team continues to deliver some pretty amazing stuff, and today is no exception. We're talking about the custom integration with Get Webhook, which is, kind of a technically sounding title. But the idea here is when you're inside your agent, here's what you can do. You can actually fire off a request to an API to get information and make that conversation experience far more dynamic and intelligent. So first up, the voice AI agent can now trigger a custom action that makes a GET request to an external URL. You can also have dynamic query parameters, which means you can basically pass dynamic information out to that GET request. So you can tell that, oftentimes on the other side, you might say oh, I want to get a list of these things that, have that start with the letter L and end with the letter N. I have no idea, but it's all whatever you want. Basically, you can customize it to your heart's content. And the idea here is the voice AI agent automatically generates and sends a query parameters based on the user's prompts and context. So you can include stuff from the conversation in the request, which is so cool. And then once you get back that information, you can do selective response mapping. So this is a good example of, it's just a sample API. Basically, this one returns a list of iced coffee beverages, right? So what you could say is, hey, I'm calling today to get I want to know what type of iced coffees that you folks serve. And let's say that, the menu changes all the time, right? So you'd fire off this request, you get a list of the existing coffee beverages that are cold that are served. And now the voice AI agent can actually take this information in and in real time use that to enhance the conversation. So now it could say, well, we have an iced coconut coffee and a nitro cold brew and this and this and this. And I could say, oh, okay, but how much is that iced coconut coffee? And can you tell me more about it? And it would say, oh, it's $5.50 and it's a tropical twist of blah, 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 and yada, yada. So actually have a lot of additional information that is real and dynamic. And then of course, as you can see here, you can actually then bring back in the information from the GET request and choose what of that you want to feed back in. So maybe you don't want to feed in the description like here, you just want the title and the price. So you could say, oh, we have a iced coconut for $5.50 and we've got a nice, nitro brew for $4.72, like whatever it is, it's all dynamic. That's the most important thing to take away from this announcement is you can bring in dynamic information in real time into a conversation and have the voice AI agent utilize that in that existing conversation without having to go back in, retrain things, etc. It can happen all in real time, all on the fly, which is so cool. And so you can obviously, like I said, determine what of that GET request you want. And then you can also do this with conversation AI as well. And so if you can see right here, hey, you've reached Pocket Rocket, how can I help today? Hey, I want to know the price of iced coconut coffee. And now it says brewing your request. The price of the iced coconut coffee is $5.50, just like it showed there in the API action. So it's this really cool idea, or rather this is conversation. This is the actual conversation that happened on the voice AI. You can see exactly how it would work. And that's exactly the kind of example I gave. I just sort of guessed what they might come up with, but look at that, I got it right. So first time for everything, I say. On that note, take a look at all of this information here. It gives you a lot more rundown of what I just said. And then of course there will be a release note on this and a help doc and all that good stuff. It is in beta, just so you're aware, as it is fully labeled right there. So certainly take that into account as you're playing with it. So on that note, I hope you're having an amazing Wednesday and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.